Live from the Channel 2 studios, it's Every Day.
If you missed yesterday's show, you missed a big showdown in the garden. Now, there's Natalie and myself having our famed plant off.
Yeah, before you started stealing my plants.
I did steal your pansies. Story of my life.
Our friends at Ace helped us get a few flowers and plants in the ground, but what should we be doing right now to prepare our yards for spring gardening? From pruning to watering, we went to the pros to find out.
Now is the time to start thinking about your yard. It's been really, really warm out, and so everybody's sort of getting excited for the season to start. Pretty much at this time of year, there's a lot of debris left behind in your yard, so now would be the time to sort of take back all of that woody material, take back any of the sort of stems and old flower heads, and go ahead and clear away all the leaf, make sure to get the soil sort of happy and ready, and then you can actually see where your bulbs might be coming up at this point and make sure that they're not too covered with mulch or they're not being crowded by other plants. You can put down compost, reevaluate your mulch, and it just also makes everything sort of look neat and tidy and ready for spring. Pruning trees and shrubs at this point is a really nice way to sort of remove all the dead material. You can usually see what branches are dead because there's no new buds forming on the branches, but you have to be very cautious. You don't want to trim the ends because last fall they set their buds, and so if you trim the tips, you're cutting away all the flowers. Winter watering is something that a lot of people neglect to do in Colorado, and it's really, really crucial, especially if you've just planted a new landscape. What ends up happening is the root system of your plants aren't quite hardy enough to reach down into those lower reaches and get the moisture to sustain them through the entire sort of spring awakening. So if you haven't already been watering when it's really nice, now's the time to pretty much focus on every 2 weeks. Get out there with your hose, put them on your trees, put them on your perennials, and really just give them a low flow watering of about 20 to 30 minutes per area. Really, you want to wait to turn on your irrigation systems till around about mid-April through possibly to the end of May. You might be able to hold off. A lot of people get cues from all the grocery stores and they're like, oh God, it's time to get out there and start applying all sorts of stuff all over your lawn. You really don't want to do that. If you haven't treated your lawn with any fertilizers in the fall, you might want to apply a very light dose of a nitrogen-based fertilizer. But wait, hold off until around June, because all you're going to do is encourage a lot of new top growth before the root growth actually has a chance to set in. Spring is like Christmas for gardeners. You get to see those very first little bulbs that sort of open up and remind you that everything's kind of coming back from being asleep all season. And it reminds you to get out with your kids, get out with your pets, get outside. Colorado is that perfect environment.
The Associated Landscape Contractors have daily gardening tips that you can get sent right to your email. Spit it out, Natalie. We have a link on our website, kwgn.com.
I don't have email,
No,
but it sounds delicious.
I'm hungry.